Recon Team Number 4, February 1979. The southwestern border was engulfed in flames. The Vietnamese army advanced deep into Cambodia to sweep out the remnants of the Khmer Rouge. A recon team of 8 soldiers was assigned a special mission to infiltrate a dense jungle area in Kampong Cham province, rumored to have been a Khmer Rouge detention and execution site. The team was led by Lieutenant Hua, a seasoned veteran from the Laotian front known for his silence and strict discipline. Among them was Private Tin, a young soldier from Than Hoa, who always carried a fabric amulet sewn by his mother and an old photo of his ancestral altar. After 3 days marching through the charred forest, they discovered the ruins of an ancient pagoda, burned, crumbling, and surrounded by bamboo stakes bearing human skulls bleached by sun and rain. Local guides, clearly disturbed, left them at dusk with a single chilling warning: "This is sacred ground. Never camp near it on a full moon. The dead still linger here." But war waits for no omen. Lieutenant Hua ordered the team to set up camp nearby. That night, the forest fell into a deafening silence. No insects, no breeze, nothing. The whisper in the night. Around midnight, Hao, the night watchman, suddenly woke the team in a panic. His face pale, hands trembling, he pointed into the trees. "Someone was calling me," in Khmer, sounded like a child, kept saying, "Brother, help me, help me." Lieutenant Hua sternly replied, "Stay in position. No one moves." Tin shivered. All night, he heard faint rustling outside the tent, followed by giggling, childlike and distant. The oil lamp sputtered and died as wind suddenly gusted through. A dark shape darted just beyond the tree line. By morning, Hao was gone. The team searched everywhere. All they found was his rifle, bayonet buried into the earth, and his boots, half submerged in mud by the stream. Tin whispered, shaken, "I heard him calling me all night, but it didn't sound like Hao." Blood on the altar. Desperate for answers, the team returned to the ruined pagoda. In the main shrine, they found a smashed altar, Buddha statues charred, the floor covered in faint, muddy footprints like those of children. Carved onto the altar, with what appeared to be blood or fingernails, was a chilling message in Khmer and broken Vietnamese: "Those who carry guns shall never leave." Suddenly, Quan, the team's sharpest shooter, screamed and fired into the trees. Hua rushed in to restrain him. Quan collapsed, muttering, "It had no face, no eyes, it smiled at me." Lieutenant Hua ordered an immediate retreat, but no matter which direction they took, the team kept circling back to the pagoda. The terrain warped, the compass spun wildly, maps became useless. The silent figures. That night, they doubled their guard. Around midnight, a soldier screamed, "There's someone out there." Dozens of thin figures stood just beyond the firelight, silent, unmoving. They did not approach. They only watched. Tin shone his flashlight. Among the shadows stood Hao, but his eye sockets were empty. Blood dripped from his hollow gaze, and his mouth stretched wide into a grotesque grin. As the light touched him, he melted into the dark. Tin fell into fevered delirium. In his dreams, a little Cambodian girl in a torn white dress stood in the shrine, blood at the corners of her mouth. "Brother Tin, don't leave me. Like they did. It's so cold." The final night, only 4 remained. Lieutenant Hua, his face grim, said quietly, "We trespassed at the wrong place, at the wrong time. Tonight, if any survive, so be it." They burned incense, placed a makeshift altar from their helmets, and huddled together. At midnight, the ruined pagoda erupted in a ghostly green-blue flame. Not real fire, but light from another world. Figures appeared, hundreds of them. Beheaded children, weeping mothers cradling their babies, Khmer Rouge soldiers with skulls for faces, still gripping machetes. A pale girl stepped forward, the same one from Tin's dreams. She reached out to Lieutenant Hua. "One must stay, to guard the promise." No screams, no gunfire, just darkness. The survivor returns. At dawn, a relief unit discovered Tin unconscious near the pagoda ruins, lying in a circle of ash. He was barely breathing, still clutching his mother's amulet. Everyone else was gone. No bodies, no footprints. Tin later left the army and became a monk, living near the southwestern border. When asked about that mission, he would only say, "Those spirits aren't evil, just forgotten. They have no graves, no names." Lieutenant Hua stayed to keep their memory alive. Local villagers rebuilt the old pagoda, turning it into a shrine for all, the nameless dead of war, both Cambodians and Vietnamese. And every year on the full moon of the first lunar month, they say, A ghostly Vietnamese platoon marches silently through the jungle. No voices, no weapons, still on patrol, forever.